Well, back to ARM's acquisition of Mixta Africa, CNBC Africa also caught up with Kola Ashiru-Balogun, Managing Director of the new entity Mixta Nigeria, and he talked about how the new entity will be complementing the efforts of the Nigerian mortgage refinance company. Take a look.
ARM decided to acquire Mixta because we saw the potential synergies that can be realized by attracting what has been done from other countries and implementing those in Nigeria. For example, things like government policies, execution of projects, which are things that we realized that we're lacking here in Nigeria. Looking at designs, cost of construction, the expertise of actually delivering houses much cheaper, more affordable than what we normally do. Those are apart from that, the other key reason is when you look at the cost of development in Nigeria, the biggest component is financing, the cost of financing. So through the Mixta platform, we can actually attract foreign funding, which more or less means cheaper financing for us, and it enables us to deliver houses much cheaper in the market.
Going into 2016, there are a number of policies that will be taken by the new government for the real estate market, for the housing market. What are your expectations in terms of the kind of policies that will be put out there to support the sector?
The current environment is actually very interesting because it's a change. We're going through a change, and this is actually the time to actually influence the right policies, influence the government to make the right policies. And we can actually now demonstrate that those policies, we can actually see that, look, this is what works in a different country, so therefore let's look at how they've made it work. So for example, in Morocco, they deliver about 5,000 houses. Our subsidiary in Morocco delivers about 5,000 houses a year. And when you look at why or how they're able to do that, it's primarily because of the government policies. So we've now learned and studied what those government policies are in Morocco, and we're using those to discuss with our government here. Those are the same things that can be done here.
In what ways is Mixta Africa going to complement what the NMRC has achieved so far?
The NMRC is actually the first step to everything, and it's one of the most significant steps because it standardizes all the PMIs all across the board. So once you have that basic standard or that basic platforms, it allows everybody to build on top of that. Now, NMRC has just started. They've just gone through their first bond raise. So it's the second tranche that everybody's waiting for that would actually affect the market more. And what we've been able to do is open discussions with NMRC that you have to at least initiate pilot programs and test out products before you release out to the entire market. So we're in discussions right now with NMRC on this. We're also discussions with NMRC and how it actually affects the the new pension refunds that are coming. So we're trying to help both regulators, the NMRC and the PENCOM, talk to each other to ensure that the policies that they actually bring out would actually make sense to the market.
Give us a sense of what the big picture is for Mixta Africa, what you're hoping to achieve 5, 10, 15 years from now.
We need to be able to get to a place that we're delivering over 5,000 houses a year as a company in Nigeria. It's not, I don't even see that being 5 years from now. I see that being about 3 years from now. Why? Because when you look at other countries that are doing it, the market size is much smaller, but they are able to deliver it. But for some reason, our market size is much bigger, but we're not able to do that. Why? So those are the questions that Mixta Africa is looking to address and to answer to be able to help with that delivery.
That was Kola Ashiru-Balogun, Managing Director of Mixta Nigeria. Now